Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adam, this is my channel Adam Sews. Today is Friday, the usual spiel, it is Friday Sews as per normal. I have had a bit of a rejig of things behind me. I haven't got my ring light on today, I do apologise, but it's reflecting too much on my glasses and it's getting on my nerves a little bit. So I thought I would give you a bit of a catch up as to what's been going on in the sewing room this week. Quite a lot has happened in here this week, I'm not going to lie. I've managed to get quite a few things done and sorted and some different things tested out and played around with my embroidery machine a little bit more. And I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update as to what's going on. So first things first, I'm just looking around to make sure that I haven't forgotten to pick anything up. I thought I would go through what I've been sewing. Let's go through what I've been sewing. Then I'll do what I've been embroidering and then we'll carry on with everything else. So this week was the start of the 100 Days, 100 Blocks, which is by Gnome Angel, the lovely Ange, whose podcast I was on a little while ago. I will pop a link to that podcast down below if you haven't listened to it. Not blowing my own trumpet or anything, but I really enjoyed listening to it back myself. I found myself quite entertaining and quite amusing, which was quite funny. So yeah, I will link that down below. If you haven't subscribed to the Fussy Cutters Club podcast, go and have a listen, go and subscribe to it on wherever you get your podcasts from. It is a brilliant podcast. She has spoken to some incredible designers, artists, makers, shop owners, business owners, so on and so forth. And they are really, really good, interesting podcasts. And they're really funny. They're really light-hearted. You learn things. And you just find out information about people from completely different walks of life that are all brought together by the quilting and sewing world. So, yeah. There's my little plug for Fussy Cutters Club. So because this week was the start of 100 Days, 100 Blocks, which is basically a challenge that Ange runs every year, and you sew up a block every day for 100 days, and at the end of it you have the most incredible sampler quilt. So I thought I would go through the blocks that I've worked on so far. So we're on day 4. I'm just about to cut out day 4 and stitch that up, which I will post on my Instagram. I'm trying to post every block every day on my Instagram as well, so you can see how the quilt's coming along in the process of it being made. So the first block was a lovely little simple 9 patch. I have gone down the route of being inspired by Ange and whatever she does with her fussy cutting and different things like that. So I've decided to try and fussy cut as many of the blocks as possible. So my first block is this simple little 9 patch, which was the sort of easy way of kicking off the challenge. So I have used Pandas from Pandemonium and the Don't Slip Bananas from Monkey Wrench. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how that one's turned out. The second block is this fun little block here, and I managed to fussy cut the lemurs from Lima Me Alone, and I've used some of the lime green colourway of Space Sprinkles, which is just here. And then day 3 of the 100 Days 100 Blocks is this big 12.5 inch finished block. It will be 12 inches when it's finished, sorry, it's 12.5 unfinished, and I've managed to fussy cut the rainbow trout, sorry, not koi carp, the rainbow trout, with 2 other of the Space Sprinkles. So I think what I'm going to do with this moving forward is to try and get Space Sprinkles somewhere incorporated in every block, so that even though all the fabrics for the main things are different, all of the background fabrics relate in some process. I'm probably going to chop into the grey on greys and the white on whites as well at some point, because I do absolutely love those. So that's one of the things that I've been sewing up this week, and I'm just about to cut out block 4 for day 4 and get that sewn up once I finished filming this. So the other thing that I made this week was I decided that I had some leftover linen and I wanted to make up some lazy pants, but to shorten them into shorts for my husband, so that he had some nice comfy linen shorts. So these are the finished lazy pants shorts, basically. They're a little bit crumpled because he has tried them on. So they've got the inseam side pockets here, which are secured at the top inside the waistband as you turn the waistband over. And the back, I have put these 2 square patch pockets on instead of the rounded ones, which are included in the pattern. So you can either have square or rounded. The inside is all enclosed. It's not the neatest I have done. But as I say, yeah, the front pockets are sewn into the waistband at the top, so they are all concealed and you don't get pockets that fall down and flap around all over the place, and then they've just got an elasticated waist. So these are finished. They're super comfy, they fit them really well, and they're really, really nice for the weather that we're having at the moment in the UK, because it is scorchio at the moment. The other thing that I've sewn, that I haven't, well, it's not sewn, but I've done this week, is I've recovered my ironing board in the freefall Tudor backing that launched with the new True Colours. So I will try and get a photo of that and pop it in here if I remember. If I don't remember, I do apologise. I am a bit forgetful. So what has turned up this week? First thing that has turned up this week is Specky Seamstress, Label Collective, and the bias binding. So if you don't want to know, look away now, but you probably will have had yours if you're part of the club. So the bias binding this month is this lovely bicycle one, which is really funny because my husband's just bought a bike, so I might have to make him something, put that in there. Apologies, I randomly get hiccups. And the labels this month are ones that say, there's 3 in there that say Scraptastic, and then there's 4 little ones in there that have little hearts on them, which are super cute and will go in lots of different makes. So I'm very happy with those. If you haven't signed up to the bias tape and the label collective, you can sign up. I will try and link it down below. So that is what has turned up. There is one other thing that's just turned up. I'm looking right at it, so that's not all that's turned up. Is this beautiful cotton twill print, which has got these sort of like palm trees. Apologies, Luna decided to bark because there was a delivery that she found out about before I did. So yes, the other thing that's turned up this week is this gorgeous stretch cotton twill from Rainbow Fabrics, and it has got this absolutely stunning tropical sort of design printed in black on the navy, and it's got a lovely sort of hand to it. This is going to become a pair of either bob pants or lazy pants, and it's got a really nice stretch to it as well. So yeah, super happy about that. Couple of meters. I need to get that pre-washed and sewn up, because I'm trying to pre-wash and sew up garment fabric as it comes in, rather than putting it in my stash where I don't have any room for anything. So that's all that's turned up this week, I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's all that's turned up this week. The other thing that I've made this week, which I'm very, very excited about, is I've been playing around with my embroidery machine again, and I have started, well, I say started making, I had a little test sew of these, which are freestanding lace earrings, which are super cute, and they're on these little silver plated posts, hooks, whatever you call them. Yeah, so I made these ones this morning, which are this lovely sort of teal blue and dark blue, and I made these ones, which are little feather designs, and they are pink and bright pillowbox red. So yeah, they're not for me. They will be going to other people, although I do quite like them. Yeah, so these are really, really cute. Just another little thing that I wanted to have a play around with on the embroidery machine. And yeah, I've got 15 different designs that I'm going to be stitching out of these. So I'm going to play around with the others as well at some point. So besides that, I have hit 8,000 subscribers this week. Well, over this last week. I have not had time to get all of my information together to share with you about what's going to happen with the 8,000 subscriber giveaway. There is going to be prizes. I will link to, well, I won't link, sorry. I will sort that out this week, and on my next Friday shows I will tell you how to enter the 8,000 subscriber giveaway, how you can enter, how it will be drawn, and what the prize will be for that. So stay tuned for that. That will be in next week's vlog. And the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about today, which is super exciting and has kept me quite busy most of the week, is sourcing items for the very first Adam Sews advent calendar, which goes on pre-order this evening at 6 p.m. and there is a post on my story over on Instagram with a countdown reminder if you want to be reminded. So it's a 12-day countdown calendar, so it will be opened alternate days on the lead up to Christmas, and there will potentially be digital content on the days in between the days that you actually have items to open. So yeah, that goes live this evening at 6 p.m. this calendar is basically my way of giving people in the sewing community that want to purchase one a box full of really, really fun notions and sewing supplies and different things that you don't really come across, and that are sort of harder to source, things that you probably haven't seen before, and they will, all of the calendars are going to be basically, you'll end up getting what's inside your calendar will have a much higher RRP than the actual value of the calendar itself. So there will be a really good selection of items in them. Basically, I've sourced, I think, about 9 of the 12 items that are going in there. There may be 13 items depending on budget and stuff like that, but I will keep you all posted, and hopefully we'll be able to collaborate with some very cool companies on these items that are going into the calendar. I'm just waiting for some feedback on a couple of other things that are going in there, and then all of the items should be sourced ready for those. They are very limited quantity that are going to be available for the advent calendars, so if you do want one, you need to kind of be quite quick in deciding, because there won't be that many. This year will be a trial run. If they are successful, then next year I will open up more spaces for them. So yeah, if you would like an advent calendar and you haven't yet signed up to a pre-order one, they will be going live this evening. So on that note, I am going to scurry off. I'm going to go and try and get some more emails and different things done to tie up some loose ends with that, and I will speak to you all very soon. I hope you've had a good week and that you get some sewing in, and that the heat hasn't given you sewing exhaustion, because it has me a couple of times this week. So yeah, have a good weekend. I hope you get lots of time to sew. I will see you all soon, and ciao for now.